slam this and try to wake up.
You're gonna slam? I'm not gonna slam. Damn, dude.
It's Wednesday, so of course we're drinking whiskey. I'm Dan.
I'm Eddie.
And we're the Deathless Dogs.
You know you work me till I'm so tired. When I come home, I'm feeling sore.
On this edition of Whiskey Wednesday, we are trying Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. It's the first Woodford Reserve we're trying, but not the first Double Oaked we've ever had. That honor goes to the Old Forester 1910, which you can see right here on our new set we've just built.
We just tooled up in here,
I mean, before we had just a little shelf.
which you couldn't see in the background.
Go grab the shelf. Show them what the shelf looked like. Originally, all the whiskeys we had started out just on top of our mini fridge in there, and we quickly outgrew that. So I grabbed this shelf from my parents' house, and we filled that just about immediately, and then had a bunch on the ground in front of it. So we've decided we had to get this large shelving unit. Our new setup.
We're very proud of it.
You'll recognize bottles we have already reviewed. You'll see some in there that we have not yet reviewed.
That too will be ever-changing.
So Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. For those of you who don't remember from our Old Forester 1910 review, double oaking is a process where the whiskey is aged as you normally would, and then it's aged a second time in another barrel. The second barrel that this one was aged in, according to the label on the bottle here, was a new, heavily toasted, lightly charred barrel. And that differs from the 1910, where the second barrel was basically charred to the point of near implosion. So this will be interesting to see the difference. We caught a lot of smokiness in the 1910. And with this one not being as charred, but just toasted.
I'm expecting perhaps maybe a little bit of that Bibb and Tucker vibe. That's just my prediction.
I've had the regular Woodford Reserve, I believe, in a bar. I've never had the Double Oak. Bottle design on Woodford Reserve, it's kind of cool, I guess.
It's wide.
Yeah, it almost looks like a cologne bottle. Like you could put one of those big, like, squeezer things on it. Like in old cartoons.
Yeah.
When they were trying to attract the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
I bought this bottle quite a while ago. It's been sitting there on the old shelf that Eddie showed you earlier. I paid more for it than I should have, I learned, the day after I bought it. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I know it was at Woodman's, the other grocery store in town, for about $15 to $20 cheaper than what I paid.
I hope you're playing crowd noises here, just jeers and boos. Just a cascade of...
So hopefully the taste will live up to what I paid for it at least, and I won't be completely and utterly disappointed by this experience.
Fresh Bottle Poppin! Like you're getting some of them toasted notes, sweet notes.
Kind of toasted nuts, almost those like candy nuts you get at Riverfest from the little, like the cone of nuts.
Kind of thinking like Honey Nut Cheerios almost. Like it's got some cereal grains to it, you know what I'm saying?
Some honey for sure.
Smooth sailing right here. We're just going double nostril.
Yeah.
I'm giving it the old 1-2.
Well, yeah, because it's allergy season and one side might not be working as well as the other. There's something in it that's reminding me of a dark fruit, like wine-ish kind of thing. Like wine barrel.
Like a port?
No, not that sweet. The sweetness is like the honey smell. Like there's an undertone there of almost a red wine to me. Bitter, like tannin kind of smell.
Okay.
And I think that's probably from the second barrel, even though that wasn't a wine barrel. There is some fruit, dark fruit though.
Like black cherries or something?
I'm going more like plums.
My plums.
When's the last time you ate a plum?
I haven't had one this year.
I don't know if I've had one this decade.
I've had one plum in my life that like blew me away, and I was like, plums are the best fruit I've ever had. And that was when I was young. I've been chasing that plum.
And you haven't been able to find it.
Like I bit into it and the flesh was all like red inside, and I was like, yeah, this is like, I've never been able to find one since. If you know what kind of plums I'm supposed to be eating, let me know. The inside looked like what it should look like based on what the outside looks like.
Okay.
And I've never had one since that has been that good. My friend Josh's grandma gave it to me.
I have no plum memories, man. Although, like, once I researched what a sugar plum was, they ain't even plums. Clink them and drink them.
Cheers. A lot of bitterness on that first taste is what I'm getting.
It is a bit bitter at first, but it fades to a sweetness at the very end. It's like a sweet tea. There's certainly a lot of wood here, too. Like, don't get me wrong, you're going to get that
tons of wood. I mean, that's
flavor.
I'm having a hard time getting past the wood.
See, I'm having a hard time getting past that, too. I'm having a hard time finding the bourbon because the wood, the oak, combats everything, but in a weird way. At the back of my tongue, that bitterness fades to almost a mocha taste. It's chocolatey mocha flavor at the end.
I'm trying to find that, and I'm not really finding it.
I'm not finding any sort of fruit.
No.
And I think the toasted notes, along with the wood, kind of play together in the right way to get a mocha finish.
I'm not getting any of that, honestly. I don't taste mocha.
It looks like you have the face of buyer's remorse.
I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around. I think I'm having a hard time because it does not taste like it smells.
Double Oak, Double Down Matchup Supreme. So this is the one that I said smells and tastes like smoked puppy chow. 1910 tasting commence.
I like that so much better.
It has that smokiness. It's almost powdered sugarish with that smoke that comes through. And it is very good.
The Woodford Double Oak, to me, it borders on a sour taste. Not like a beer, like these new sours that they're doing, but like one of those stouts that has that sourness to it. Like it's super heavy. It almost borders on that. I think drinking the 1910 has helped this one a little. You get your palate kind of adjusted in there a little bit, but the 1910 is just better than this.
I think there's a place for it.
I don't dislike this, but it's not something that I'm going to be like rushing to drink another one of. And you know, sometimes these bottles, when you open them fresh, there's going to be a different flavor than when we let it sit for a little while. And
right.
This could be one of those where there's a lot, maybe some of those tannins will mellow out. It's almost aggressively bitter to me. The 1910 has a balance to it that I feel like this one is lacking for me.
I'll definitely buy this again. And maybe at a bar in the winter, like we're talking January, February, I could see myself giving it a try. I think that this would be a good bourbon for those cold winter months.
I don't find this to be more complex than this at all. 1910 comes through with layers of flavor. Like you get hit with the wood and the smokiness, and then there's a sweetness, and then there's kind of a chocolatey thing that comes through. Like it keeps going.
If you've had Woodford Reserve Double Oak and you think differently than what our opinion is, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about it. Let us know what we should be looking for in terms of next time we try it. Or let us know what we should be drinking in general.
And if you're watching this right now, which you are, and you haven't clicked that little like button down there, you should just do that. That's how we know you're watching. You could even leave like an angry react if we've upset you with our opinions. On Facebook here, there's a whole plethora of emotions you can choose from. Have we made you sad today?
Do you care about what we're doing?
Yeah. Do you just care?
You just care?
For God's sakes! What is it?
Speaking of caring about our posts, I issue you all a challenge. We fresh bottle pop a lot of these bottles, and I know y'all like that. What I need from you, send us sound clips or videos of your fresh bottle popping. The best fresh bottle pops will make it into our videos. From the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our video. We're out. So now we're gonna get fresh bottle poppin' coming in from people, I hope.